All right. So, apparently the release date has been leaked by PlayStation. It might have been removed. I don't know. Shout out to Michael39 and Neo Forever on my Discord for sharing this information. Let's check this out. So this is a screenshot from the PlayStation website store or app store, whichever one this was taken on, for Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and of course for PS4 and PS5, available 30th of the 10th, 2025, right? That gives us well over a month before it comes out. I know some people have speculated that maybe the reason why they were doing that in this particular field of release was because of the Mortal Kombat movie, Mortal Kombat 2 movie, that has now since been like completely abandoned for this year. It's coming out next year, probably doing reshoots, maybe with Jade with some, you know, actual hair. That'd be kind of nice, to be perfectly honest. But ultimately, like, the movie's been pushed back, so the only thing that we're getting Mortal Kombat wise this year would be the Legacy Collection. I have stated a few times on record that I wouldn't mind there being a delay if it means getting some of the, you know, some of the finer details worked out. Maybe delay it to get crossplay working. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Maybe delay it to make sure that we have more than just quick play, because apparently it's just quick play. We don't even have lobbies, which is kind of disconcerting considering that Street Fighter 30th anniversary, by the very same team, released the game with lobbies, right? First impressions when it comes to a custom, whether I'm a fan of Mortal Kombat or not, is always going to come down to the very first impression. When you get it, is it going to work? Is it going to run well? Because most storefronts allow you to refund, and especially on a place like Steam, you got under a week and under 2 hours. And if you find it's not up to snuff, people will just refund it. They don't care. They'll just get their money back and just wait. They'll wait and keep an eye on it to see whether or not it'll actually be fixed. Now, things like crossplay is a big thing. People definitely want that sort of thing in the game. For me, like, as long they claim it's a top priority post-launch, okay, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I have no reason not to. So let's see where that goes. But having no lobbies, like, I don't know if you know, either that was a misquote or just maybe somebody didn't have all their information and the rest of the team did. I don't know. But I am concerned about stuff like that because I want to be able to play it with my audience. How am I going to play it with my audience if it's just quick play? I mean, we got free apps like Arcadesia, I think it's called, and Fightcade that do that for free. So those sorts of things, you know, when it comes to like wanting to play with your mates and communities and stuff out there, that sort of thing does matter. I'd be in favor of a delay for that too. Now, from things that I've read in my Mortal Kombat part of the Discord, apparently it's been pulled, maybe, right? That the date actually got pulled. So I don't know. It's just, it's kind of this is one of those things that's kind of all over the place, isn't it? Really, like, they came out kind of strong, and then as soon as certain people were involved, you know, with interviews and stuff, kind of just, I don't know, kind of things just kind of feel like it's just gone a bit topsy-turvy. I don't know. And I'm pretty sort of tempered in my expectations. So far, I'm pretty happy with what they're doing. But given recent interviews, I am concerned about where we are at with the level of product. Because obviously some of the footage that was shown in this trailer that you can see at the bottom of the screen was still in early release. Mortal Kombat 4, they're still working on. Some of the menus, they're still working on, because you can clearly see when it shows the character biographies part, it's got a J over where Jade is. So these sorts of things, it's like, I mean, like, maybe just let it cook a little bit, right? Even the dog agrees, right? So, you know, maybe just let it cook a little bit, perhaps. But I don't know. Do you think it's legit? Now, if it did get pulled, right? If it actually did get pulled, let me see if I can find it on my PlayStation store, like here in Australia. Let's see if I can find it. Because it will show the page. It just depends whether or not, or maybe it won't. It's not even showing up. It's got every other MK game all the way back to MK10, including sales of DLC. There's no... Wow. 6 pages I went through. Hang on, let me just double check. Let me just double check and make absolutely sure. No, nothing. They've actually, so they don't even, was it there before? Let me see if I can check like an American store. PS Store USA, see if I can check that out. There's no mention of Legacy Collection whatsoever. It's changed it keeps changing it to the Australian store, and I don't want to put a VPN on. Settle on. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I can put a VPN on just quickly. Quick connect. There we go. See if I can spoof it. There we go. Browser connect to the United States. Let's see if it'll work. There we go. All right, we're on the US store. Let's double check. No. It's been pulled. It's not there. It's not showing up at all. Wow. I wonder if that was like, I don't know if it was a placeholder, but I wonder if that was the original release date. And then they're like, maybe not. And I say whether it was pulled or not, because like, was it first? Like, I'm assuming it was available, yeah. Coming soon on the Steam page. So again, there's nothing there release date wise. So yeah, I don't know. Now the other interesting part with this particular image, it also gives a price, right? Now that's $75.95. I'm assuming that is in Australian. I'm assuming it's in Australian. And if that's the case, sorry, in American, actually, that's quite a lot. So it could be Australian, because this picture was shared by Neo. Neo's in Australia. Right. Mortal Kombat leaks community. Let's see what they're doing. Yeah, so the US version. So that's Australian price then. So why is it not showing up? So it's been pulled. So it's $50 US, $75.95 Australian. But I can't find it on either store now. At least on the website, I can't find it. All right. So that's kind of, yeah, that's really interesting. That is very interesting. Okay. Well, let me know what you guys think. Right? Do you think it'll come out then? Or do you think they've maybe held back a little bit in, you know, in lieu of possible like feedback and things that they've possibly had to take into account to release it with certain things enabled or added? Because I always hold out for Gold. Gold isn't my favorite MK game, but as a collector's piece of all the games that represent the eras of Mortal Kombat in the 2D era from platforms, Gold is the bookend, right? And it's such a no-brainer. Like why wouldn't you have it in there? And Dan's like, oh, we could only do one emulation. What are you talking about? why would you only be able to afford one emulation? You got Atari backing you and Warner Brothers. Right? Like, and it's just one game. They're emulating 3 PlayStation 1 games, and there's still 2 on the table that they haven't added, which is MK3 and MK4 PlayStation 1. Dreamcast is 1, and they've been doing that for a good couple of decades now. So I don't want to, like, I'm just confused on that point. But anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. Catch you next time.